to the March 26, 2026 City of Saratoga Springs Planning Commission meeting. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Commissioner Miles will lead us in that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and tonight we will be excusing Commissioner Mann, and we've got the rest of the commission here tonight. Thank you for being here. And we'll go ahead and move on to item number 3, public input. This time has been set aside for the public to express ideas, concerns, and comments for subject matter not listed as public hearing on the agenda. Limit of 3 minutes per speaker. Unused time may not be given to another. Time for public input is limited to no more than 15 minutes total. Go ahead and open that up tonight. Seeing none, we'll close that and move to business item number 1. The commission will discuss without public comment and may either make a recommendation to the city council or approve the following item as needed. North Lake Meadows Phase 2 preliminary plat located at 145 North, 1700 West, Keaton Morton as applicant and planner Sam Stout.
Okay, thank you. I'll sit here. This is my first time this new city hall, so bear with me. And there may be a few council members that, or commissioners that haven't met me, so I am Sam Stout. I'm a planner 2 here at Saratoga. It's good to be with you tonight. Okay, so this item is for the preliminary plat for, it was North Lake Meadows, but we worked with the county, and it will be, if it goes through, it will be recorded as Meadows at North Lake. And yeah, so it's located, it is a Lehigh address, but it is annexed into Saratoga Springs, so it is Saratoga Springs property. And it's a low density residential with R19 zoning. Okay, and so there are 19 proposed lots. The minimum lot size is 9,000 square feet, and the total project area is just below 6 acres, with each of the corner lots being at least 10% bigger than the minimum requirement at 9,000. And this is just showing that it meets the open space requirements and all the proposed landscaping, and it meets all of our amenity points, and everything is complies with our code there. So that's all that planning has.
Okay, is the developer here tonight, and would they like to add anything to the presentation? Okay, come on up, and if you can just state your name and address for the record.
Right here? Or,
I think there's,
okay.
or wherever.
Keaton Morton, 1987 East Brenner Street, Saratoga Springs. So, yeah, just want to thank your staff. They've been fantastic to work with. This is like the 5th project over in this area that I've done, and your staff's awesome to work with. So, yeah, no question. But do you guys have any questions for me?
We'll go ahead and open for commissioner comment and see what we got. Commissioner Hill?
Sam, thank you. As I was going through, the details of comply and not comply, there was something that talked a little bit about size, height, and drainage, and a 3-foot fence and grading that shall comply. Can you talk about that? I'm looking for where. It'll take me just a minute, because everything was compliant
Yeah.
shall comply, everything and or comply. But there was just, as I read through it, it talked about fences being 6 foot, but there was a place that talked about a 3 foot high fence and grading. And if, you know, it wasn't that important to me, but I just wanted to make sure I understood that.
Yeah, so I believe I should have changed it to comply, but I believe I had some shall complies, but it was more so in just as long as, because engineering was doing the review at the same time, it's just making sure that it complies with engineering and everything in regards to drainage. So it does comply.
Okay, thank you. Again, it was very clean. I was very impressed with the landscaping and how that's going to take be put into place there. It looks like it's going to be well covered, and it's going to be a nice little area.
Yeah, and one thing to note is that there's one thing that it's not, there's one item that doesn't comply with the open space, but it will. We're doing a code amendment. So for our open space amenity points, we have different categories. And right now it reads that one of the items, which is they're putting in a trail, the points can't be 25%, can't be more than 25% of all the points. But we feel like we're making that amendment because we feel like with them putting in a trail, we want to make it so it's a little easier, especially with this being a smaller plat and development. So we are currently taking that to City Council. I'm not sure if it's gone to Planning Commission yet, but it will. So in a few weeks, that code amendment will be taken into place. So, so just so
And
you're
it
aware.
makes it compliant.
Yes, it will comply, yes.
Thank you very much.
Sarah, is this the code amendment we were talking about at our last meeting on open space points? Okay. So it's not a variation for just this, it's citywide.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Anything else? There was a red line on a tax situation. Do we need to bring that up or discuss that at all, or y'all got that part handled?
No, we have that handled, and when it's ready to be recorded, we work with the assessor's office and the county to make sure that all taxes are paid. So.
Okay. Okay. Seeing no other comment, we'll go ahead and entertain a motion.
Chair, I'll move that the Planning Commission approve the request for Meadows at North Lake 2 preliminary plat located at 145 North, 17 West with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Wilden. Do we have a second on that motion?
Second.
Thank you for that second. Do we have any questions on this motion? Okay, hearing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, that passes. And we will move to business item number 2, the Hub Lot 5 site plan located at 2438 North, Stagecoach Drive. Michael McIntyre as applicant and planner Sam Stout again.
Okay, sorry about that. Yes, so for this, the Hub Lot 5 site plan, it is located to the north of the city on Stagecoach Drive in the Hub at Saratoga Phase 1 subdivision, and it is general plan as well as currently zoned regional commercial. So it's proposed to have two small like utility buildings or sheds that will be placed there. They won't have a permanent employer who will be there. Just someone will come once in a while to make sure everything's running. So this is for like a fiber network, and so it's one lot, 2 proposed buildings. Each are going to be roughly 850 square feet in size. And let's see. And there's nothing that, yeah, and there's everything else complies with our code that I could find.
Okay, is the applicant here tonight, and is there anything that they wanted to add to the presentation? Please just state your name and address for the record.
I'm Michael McIntyre, live at 9730 Northwest Overhill in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't have anything to add. Sam's done great on this, but I'm here to answer any questions that you guys have.
Okay. Can we make sure that mic is on? Is the green light on it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we just want to make sure we pick you up and can hear you great. Any commissioner comment tonight? Commissioner Wilden?
Yeah, this is great, looks clean. What is it?
It's a fiber amplification hut. So as the data goes across the glass fibers, about every 50 to 60 miles, it needs to be regenerated. So that data goes into server racks, gets regenerated and sent back down the line, kind of like the old coaxial setups for cable.
Great, thank you.
All right. I heard you guys were getting the wireless electricity going.
Not that I know.
I was just
No,
kidding.
going
Sorry, that was a really
underground
terrible
for you
joke.
guys, though.
Okay, sorry. All right, we'll now entertain a motion. Yeah, I'll motion for wireless.
I'll go ahead, and I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation for approval of the requested site plan for the Hub Lot 5 located at 2438 North Stagecoach Drive with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second.
Thank you, Commissioner Miles. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and that passes as well. Perfect. We'll move on to business item number 3, approval of minutes for March 12th, 2026. All right, we'll entertain a motion.
Chair, I recommend approval of the minutes on March 12th, 2026.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Commissioner Wilden. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Any questions? Hearing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Perfect. That passes as well. We'll move to public hearing item number 1, Lighthouse Cove Concept Plan and Redezone. Sorry, let me read this part first. The commission will accept public comment and may make a recommendation to the city council for the following items. Item number 1, Lighthouse Cove Concept Plan and rezone from agricultural rural residential to R110, located at approximately 4200 South, Schooner Drive. Lindsay Nev as applicant and planner Sam Stout presenting.
Okay, good to be back. Okay, so this for rezone, and so concept's not required, but felt like the concept would be very, very well useful. So it's also included for this rezone. So it's proposed that so the area is just in Schooner Drive. There is 109 acres. That's currently part of it is zoned R110, but then it's also agricultural and rural residential. So the proposed zoning is R110, which matches the general plan. So it would all be changed to R110. And for the concept plan portion, the proposed is 197, or it may be more depending the applicant. They are working with the church to see if there's a potential church site. So depending on if there will be the church or not, there would be a few more, about up to, we estimate around 215 lots if they do not do the church. But if they do, then it would be 197. And so we're currently working on our development agreement with that language. And so, yeah, so the minimum lot size for R110 is 10,000 square feet. And here's what they have as their concept plan. And let me see if anything else. And yeah, that's all that planning has right now.
Okay, we will open for public comment. Seeing none, we'll close public comment, and if the applicant would like to add anything to the presentation tonight, they are welcome to join us. Please state your name and address for the record.
Lindsay Neve with Perry Homes. We're located at 17 East Winchester in Murray, Utah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything necessarily I'd like to add other than we're in general conformance with the general plan, and we are looking forward to continuing working on the project.
Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead and open for commissioner comment. Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, Sam. Again, this is a concept plan, so it's just kind of like dipping the toe in the water and getting an idea of what needs to be done. And as we read through that, we see so much that still needs to go. And so not to be critical on any of that because we're just starting. But could you give me the average density for the area? I didn't see that in the write-up.
Yes. Let me.
We
Yes.
just find it on their concept plan image on the side margin,
that's
and it
correct.
states 1.97 units with a density of 1.8. Sorry, lot per unit count is 197, oh my goodness, 197. Apologies, so 1.8, so if it's 215, it'll be a little bit more than that, but because it's a single-family product with larger lots, it's pretty low density.
Right, so that is pretty high density. You know, as I was looking at the rezoning, you know, it's going to be residential, and the too little agricultural, you know, that it just doesn't seem to be the right high and best usage of the land, and going to an R1 to R10 makes a lot of sense. Again, density's pretty, it seems good. You know, my only comment would be, as we move through this, that the developer understands that, you know, we have the general plan and there's a lot of work to be done, but coming to us and having as much work done as you've done is very helpful to us to understand and get a vision of what you're trying to accomplish there. So, thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Any other commission comment? Sam, I've got a question. On the land use map, the, sorry, let me get back to my spot where I, yep, the rural residential, is that on the land use map, that was always planned to go into R110?
Yes. So the general plan, it has all of that, including the rural residential, yes, going to R110.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, seeing no other commissioner comment, we'll go ahead and entertain a motion.
I'll go ahead. Go.
Let's see, where are we? I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation for approval of the requested rezone for Lighthouse Cove located at 4200 South Schooner Drive with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Miles. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second.
Thank you, Commissioner Rather. And any question on the motion? Okay, hearing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that passes unanimously. And we'll move to public hearing item number 2, amendments to Title 19 Land Development Code of the City of Saratoga Springs, Chapter 19.02, definitions. The amendment would add a definition for loading bays. Citywide, city-initiated, Senior Planner Austin Roy.
All right, thank you. Let's see, we got to change the slideshow here. Sorry, we'll get that up.
When you change the slideshow, you have to bring popcorn, though.
Intermission.
You got it,
So
Austin.
we'll be back in 15 minutes. All right, here we go. So this is just really quick. We are adding a new definition to the Title 19 to the Development Code. This specific definition is for a loading bay. So if you'll recall, the last Planning Commission meeting, we discussed an ordinance to allow an exception for landscaping when they have like a loading bay on the back of a building. But the question came up, what is a loading bay? So we had to define it. So this is the definition that we've put together to help define that and outline when that code will take place. So if you have any questions, let me know, but that's about it.
Okay, we will open for public hearing, public comment. Seeing no public here, we'll go ahead and close public comment and move to commissioner comment. Oh. Commissioner Miles?
Just real quick, I really appreciate these clarifications. I think it's helpful for applicants, for citizens, for everybody, the staff, anybody involved. The more that we can be clear in definitions, we can provide that up front, I think it helps in the long run. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other commissioner comment? Okay, we will entertain a motion.
Can you change it to the motion?
Oh, sorry. There
It's
we go.
very helpful.
Otherwise, we'll just
This
stay
thing
here.
is flying around. Okay, I'm not going to touch the button. There we go.
I can do it. I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation for the approval of the proposed code amendments to Chapter 19.02 with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Rather. And do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second.
Thank you, Commissioner Miles. Any questions? Hearing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that passes as well. Move to public hearing item number 3, amendments to Title 19 Land Development Code of the City of Saratoga Springs, Chapter 19.16, Site and Architectural Design Standards. The amendment would allow an architectural and design exception to additional standards for office, warehouse, heavy commercial, and light industrial zoned buildings if they are no wider than 200 feet in front and no longer than 15,000 square feet. Citywide, city-initiated, planner Kendall Black.
Good evening, Commissioners. Yeah, so when we do code amendments, we don't always see the unintended consequences. So these were meant, or when this was meant for the additional standards, it was meant for big, huge office warehouse buildings, the large, gigantic ones. The thing is, in these zones, you can also have restaurants and retail, little small stores and stuff like that. So that's what those are. So this is what they, some of the things that they require, the additional standards. So it's additional corner accentuation and stuff like that. And then these amenity zones where it's 30 feet wide and 15 feet deep of extra attention to the, at the main entrances. Well, you get these smaller buildings that may have 3 to 5 businesses in it, and they may only be, 180 feet long or 160 feet long. Well, now 30 feet of that for each one has to have that zone. So really, the whole front of that building has now become a huge amenity zone. So I put some examples of buildings that are less than 15,000 square feet, so you can get an idea of what we're talking about here. So this liquor store is under 12,000. This one over here is Roxbury, that Thai restaurant and stuff like that over kind of by Mobetis. It's 10,400. Whoops, wrong way. Frontage-wise, it's only 124 wide at the liquor store, 160 at the other one. These ones are less than 6,000. You have your Holiday Oil, and then your Zupas and AT&T, they're less than 6,000. But if you look at the entrance on this one, so for Cafe Zupas, you have 2 businesses again, so you'd have 60 feet of that frontage would have to be the amenity zones. So really you have 18 feet that really is not that. So it doesn't make sense for these smaller buildings. So what we're asking for is to give an exception to where if you're smaller than the 15,000 square feet and your frontage is less than the 200 square feet or 200 feet wide, then those additional architectural standards do not apply. They still have to meet all the other site and architectural standards that we have to do. It's just you don't have to do the additional ones that are meant for the huge buildings. So the example of the big ones, so you have the one over by Sky Zone and all that that's over North Shore Commercial, it's 92,000 square feet. The one south of that one, so this is also North Shore Commercial, it's 125,000 square feet, 700 feet wide, 550 feet wide. But that's more what we're looking at when you do your amenity zones for the bigger ones. Do you have
Okay.
any questions on that?
Well, let's open up for public comment first.
Yeah.
And seeing none, we'll go ahead and close public comment, and now we can open for commissioner comment. Commissioner Rather.
Yeah, thanks, Kendall. I appreciate it. I mean, I work in this particular zone currently, right? I'm working in it on some projects of my own. I think it's totally applicable because, in fact, I think personally it's still a little on the long side. I mean, for the amenity zone, but I think it's a good improvement because, like you pointed out, some of those buildings, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just want to support it. So I think it makes a lot of sense. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Where you feel like it's a little on the long side, like, is it worth discussing other things with this at this point?
Well, I just mean, for example, I think you showed like Zupas maybe, that, I don't remember the exact length, but 80 feet. So it's still, well, let's see, it's under, because you took it up to one, it's only, if it's,
We took it up to 200, and that's just like if you feel like there's a different
okay,
suggestion you'd
that's
like
right.
to make when
No,
you take
no,
it or
that-
something.
Actually, that does seem appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Commissioner Rather. Any other commissioner comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead and entertain a motion.
I'll go ahead and I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation for approval of the requested code amendment to Chapter 19.16 with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Do we have a second on that motion?
I'll second that.
Got a second from Commissioner Wilden. And any questions on this motion? Okay, hearing none, we'll now vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and that passes unanimously. And that is the end of our front page. And now we will go to our second page, which is reports and commissioner comments. Any commissioner comments tonight? All right, hearing none, we'll now go to the director's report. We can't hear you very well.
I'm sorry. Okay. The council held a meeting just 2 days ago, so you ended up being in the same week. We try to keep you in different weeks. But this week, the things that passed are the auto repair and car wash standards that you saw at your last meeting, so that code amendment, and then the code amendment to allow city-owned office trailers and those standards that also passed. And then this is something you saw quite a while ago, but it's taken some time after it's come to you to go to council. But the high school rezone and general plan amendment and concept plan, however, you did recently see the preliminary plat and site plan, and those went to council on Tuesday and passed as well. And then your next meeting will be on April 16th, and then we have a couple items geared up for that night.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, and I think some of you will be at the training. It's over spring break, just so you know, but the APA training, and 1 or 2 of you are attending, I believe. So we'll see you there, the ones of you that are going. So, yeah.
Yay, for people who have time to do things in spring. All right, any need for a closed session tonight?
No.
All right, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting.